Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Rule the Waves 3 playing as Japan on Super Large Plus Plus. We're still in 1942 but now it's episode 78. We're still fighting France 4 months into the war. Last month wasn't good. We sank a heavy cruiser and some destroyers. That's not horrible, but we ate a lot of airdrop torpedoes because I have completely discounted the possibility of the enemy getting carriers when I didn't get carriers. So my idea that the enemy had a maximum of 60 land-based air, yeah, sure, that was correct. But they had 2 carriers and 2 light carriers. Not too big, of course, but yeah, that's another 150 to 200 aircraft. So no surprise that I ended up eating some torpedoes there, but I lost nothing except thousands and thousands of monies in repairs and a stain upon my honor as a admiral and player. So let's not discount that possibility again. And also, it would have been cool instead of turning back when we did, just blasting north by northeast. Using a PSI to pinpoint the enemy carriers and then sinking them. But our battle cruisers aren't really fast enough to do that. 31 is probably about the same speed as the enemy carrier, so yeah. But I digress, let's jump in. Yeah, so here we are again, and my mic is misaligned, something like that. Yeah, air groups. Let's look at our carriers. These two have no air groups as of yet. They will, of course. This one seems to have taken some losses at times. But yeah, let's try to do this. We have some good fighters here, and we will change role and make night capable. Oh no, okay. I thought I had. And I was mistaken. Night air search and attack. Okay, so it improves night air search and attack, but it doesn't give you night fighters. Okay, yeah. Now, then we have to unlock night fighters. Okay, then we don't have to deal with that right now. In the ships in service, CVs, but my aircraft costs are so insane already. It's horrible. Utterly horrible. We're not really building anything. That's also very sad. 6 months, 10,000. How much is that? Yeah, we can take it. Repairing. Everything really going according to plan. No, I have another idea. Let's try to focus the enemy away from his air bases, and then we cannot do that. Sorry. Bit of back and forth, then hasn't gotten a commander. Why did it rescale? Everyone has commanders. This doesn't have a commander. Assign commander. Yeah. Yeah, we know. We know. Hey, half my carriers have air wings. Stop complaining. Cruiser action again, but this time close to me. That is better. Whatever. I'll take it. I'm not opposed to a little bit of light cruisers. And we have some 1,500-ton destroyers. Thank you for that. These should be 10,000-ton cruisers. Yes, of course they are. I mean, I can request land cap, but I don't think we have any fighters nearby. No, I don't have any. We have aircraft at this location, but not very many. We have some here as well, but we are well away from his aircraft, and that's the only thing that actually matters. Dead calm, clear. We unknown ship sighted. Did we say? I don't remember, so let's do it. Yeah, it would not be the first time. Yeah, okay. Let's go home. Good times. Good times. Let's go to Rhodes. I hear it's pretty nice this time of year. In this case, we are indeed punished for not having sort of an intermediate cruiser because the game tries to match us up, but it elects to give me 2 light cruisers to his swarm of heavy cruisers. No one eats anything. Wow, that was lame. Yeah. Looks like you have it selected, but then it's not. Oh, it's, look, it commits suicide. Why? Yes, no, but that's fine. We lost the suicidal destroyer. He had 3 heavy cruisers. That was, of course, not something we could deal with, so whatever. Panama, 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 Panama. Lots more monies. Advantage in electronic warfare. Do we have any electronic warfare? Our new bomber is sluggish. Development. Tunisia. New Providence is completed. Nice, nice. Have more ships coming around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Airport. How goes the repairing? It's getting closer. Finances have improved slightly. Any chance of Italy joining? That was the wrong button. Nah, Italy is fine with France. 6. Spain is somewhat upset. Okay. What's up now? Nothing here. Osa, yeah. Iron Commander. And again. No. Officers. No. Area. Nine Admiral. Imokaba. Not sure how we managed to sneak into the med. Game really tries to saddle you with unknowns and incompetent. No. Yeah. So we have 6 more planes, so my poor budget. An aircraft just keeps rising. Those naval patrol aircraft are criminally expensive. Small engagement. You may add 1 ship. That's fine. Tech ships in general. I hope you can see that I'm just stalling for time here. Trying to get my good stuff repaired. So it's partly cloudy. We have a fresh breeze, so maximum 27. 28 for that one, and probably 27 for the destroyers. Yeah. So we can request the Kappa. And we are fighting the French, not the British, remember? So, yeah. And just run. We have radar. We have a radar contact. Did we save? I don't know. I have a memory that only lasts a couple of seconds. Kind of radar. Improved search. Yeah. When is dawn? Not too far away. Okay. Katsura! Aya. Maybe we'll get lucky. We also have reloads. So. Yeah, we did get lucky. We hit something important. And why is this going? It has medium damage. It ate some bullets. Lost a gun and it hasn't reloaded. Don't know exactly how many minutes that takes, but not instant. Well, try not to torpedo my own guys. I think those are 3 destroyers, and I think it's in dire straits. Just run over it from the behind and not get torpedoed by it. And that, I think, pretty much concludes this mission. Don't see anything else actually happening. Can drive around a little bit, but we'll have dawn soon, so... Yeah, excellent! 3 destroyers. Very rarely... so this is 1800 tons. 1800, and this is 15? No, 1800. 2 torpedo hits, that really put some misery onto it. And gun hits, okay, yeah. Good stuff. It's a very minor victory, but cool enough. That I think is TV or air tech, I'm not sure. Improves LM. Seems to be able to take a lot of punishment. Okay, good. Yay! Victory! This will actually be quite useful because then we will overwhelm them in far as Italy has a fleet. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. 6 months and Italy joins. That was faster than I had imagined, but yeah. How big is actually the Italian? No, it's teeny tiny. Sorry about that, Italy. But it's not a stupid fleet. They have these old battleships, yeah, whatever, but they do actually have a handful of useful battle cruisers either ready or coming out relatively soon. They have some heavy cruisers and light cruisers and a couple of carriers, so not much, but they can provide air support as well. And yeah, Italy is kind of close to France, so this is not too bad. And it could help with the balance of force here as well. So absolutely something to consider. And now I have, do we have here? We have lots of destroyers. We have one light cruiser up here, ships in service. How many light cruisers in the med? 6 light cruisers. We don't need 6 light cruisers, do we? Northern Europe. Okay, so this group will be in the med, so we can move division to Northern Europe, fully to Northern Europe. Northern Europe, Caribbean, that is fine. These are Mediterranean, these are not active at all. These are in the med and all. Central Pacific, that makes no sense. Move division to the Caribbean. Indian Ocean also makes no move to the MAD. Move to the MAD. Move to Northern Europe. Okay, that's good. Now our fleet is somewhat larger, and my all 6 carriers are operational again. These are both fair, and there is kind of no point in sending them off yet because they have, well, no, they're getting, I think they will be more or less full by the time they get to the Caribbean. No, not the Caribbean. Mediterranean. And we have 12 capital ships and 4 more coming in now, so 16, and these will also repair, which will bring us up to 18 capital ships in the med. Then we can start talking about stuff. Good. Yay. And have the slimy French sent forces anywhere? They have a battle cruiser in... Okay, yeah, whatever. Oops. Wasn't intentional. That looks fine. Can resume. Still not building nearly enough. Look at this, 90,000. Yeah, we need to figure out something new to build. Even more light cruisers, perhaps? Convoy defense. Okay, as long as... No, because it has no forces there. Cruiser action. But closer to Sardinia and Corsica and very close to Italy and Malta. But he has Tunis, so yeah, let's generate it, see what we get. Okay, so it's a light kind of... Probably going to get those CAs again, but okay, I'll accept it, actually. I do save, so I don't have to do that a second time. Okay. Yeah, we were going. Yeah, we had those 4 light cruisers. Correct. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we had the maximum amount of destroyers. And I don't think these are allied. There was, I think these are just, yeah, the support force. Wow! 3 heavy cruisers. Yeah, but can't I, an 8-inch? Okay. So if all else fails, we can go run hide with the Italians. They are down by this minefield here. They have some destroyers. Okay, that's cool. Did we have any good destroyers? 2,600 tons. Probably this one as well. And 1,500 tonner. And okay, so 2 big ones and 4 small ones. Or they are small now, but they all have 5-inch guns. These ones only have 6 and only 6 torpedoes, but that's fine. Everyone has reloads. If we live long enough, we have radar, so we're locked in, but we should see the enemy soon. Yes. I think that's an ally. Okay, so they are down here, so we want to pick up speed. And we want the screen to go even faster. Let's just go down and see what it is. And it looks like trouble. We can go hide with our big friends. 245 returns. 2467. Okay, it's some. One, two, three, four, 5 cruisers. No, that's the destroyer. No, destroyer, 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 destroyer. Cruiser-sized objects. You can't convince me otherwise. We have decent speed. Yeah, 20-ish. Turret destroyed. That's an excellent start. Line ahead. Good. That's actually the only way to go. Tsubaki. Can we have a torpedo solution? No. Low? No. Why? Did they hurt you, Tsubaki? Why is this out of... Okay, because we turned high. Low. Let's just do it. It's a big destroyer that got hammered in that first pass. That is unfortunate, but it happens. Oh God, son. They certainly have some firepower here. Destroyer can't live at 24 or whatever knots. It's not viable. A lot more fun. What happened to the Yakaze? Did it also get hit? Don't think it will hit anything, but okay, I likes a lot. 28 knots. I can screen, I suppose. Montcalm. Yeah, can the Italians just get over here now? Because these have 8 or 9-inch, 8-inch guns. I like how we are actually hitting them with torpedoes. That's we can. So where are our Italian friends? Over here. Are they likely to actually come help us? No, it's no longer line ahead. Now it decided to do the green thing. Kikishiyuku. How did that happen? Who on earth shot me? That I didn't see coming. Presumably one of the destroyers, but I did not think I was in the danger zone, but apparently I overestimated my chances. This one is on fire, that's never good. I'm doing okay. Oh. K is a relative term here, I think. Ah. Serves you right, you bastard. Here comes some Italian cruisers. Come help me out here, guys. It's a fucking slaughterhouse, can I say. The F word? No, let's go back to screen. Keep up. Kind of insane, but is the cruisers biting? No. So you have these 32 knot cruisers and you don't want to chase down the very bad people. Let's not broadsided by all of them. Or did I eat something? No, I'm still doing decent speed. Yeah, the hope here was to kind of focus down the rear one. Medium damage. No, engine hit, belt penetrated. That is never good for speed on a light cruiser. And Italians go north. Okay, yeah. I can still try a shot. Maybe these guys have re-armed, yes. Desperate times. I can herd them north. No, no. No, sorry guys, I can't keep this up. Stupid guys are just going the exact opposite direction. Now that helped. Chasing them. But now we must hurry them back. I'm very slow at the moment. This isn't helping. They had been a little bit quicker. I could have had way more firepower to add and speed enough to stay on top of them. Ah, this is pointless. Detach it. And by detaching, I mean go back to base. And I just have to bug out because I've taken too much damage, so we'll see. Feels a little bit unfair to get, was it 4 heavy cruisers against my 4 lights? It's the second time in a row, or, well, not in a row, but it's the second time it happened, so a little bit annoying, I would say. And what this guy is doing, we will not know, and one is under AI control. Is mine, it's just randomly floating around. Well, Well, it sounds like the Italians are shooting still, so yeah, maybe they can do something good. So very underwhelming, but I need to stop accepting. And anything with light cruisers in the Med, it's just out of the question. But I guess it was fun enough. We did get that heavy cruiser on the first pass, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, we need to... Yeah, that was rough, but okay. Guess we have to start somewhere. That is true. Yeah, go Italians. Yeah, we took out, we lost that destroyer, and we took heavy damage on our light cruisers. The Italians took damage, but we got all three of them. The first, I think we just got in the... Radar disabled by own firing, it's classic. No? Torpedo, yeah, very early. Torpedo during the night. First from the Yugao, then from the Yukase, and then it sank through progressive flooding, although it's listed as sinking. The other two, the Italians dealt with, gained 2 prestige. Actually, I take back everything. Ah, no. And finally, the electro-optical director, increased better cap, better ASV. Yeah, but still, we're trying. French, really. In the Mad, they're back to raid warfare. It's not very interesting. So, my poor light cruisers. Very sad. But yeah. Now we have 18 active ships in the Mad. That's very nice indeed. And we have the 14 and the 16 inchers mixed. So that's pretty excellent. Now we can hope for sort of a major fleet battle. They do have, I would say, quite a bit more than us, but that is not relevant, not at the moment. Yeah. And turn. No. Coastal raid with 4 light cruisers. Can he even yield a force to oppose me? No, I'm gonna decline that one. Convoy attack, I can do that. No. Jet aircraft on carriers. But I'm not it's the same as the Indian Ocean. We're not getting anything big. So yeah. Very annoying. But soon I will have even more carriers in the Med. There was not even an attempt at... Can you detect the annoyance here? It's almost like the game does not want to play. Ah, Soviets bumped up one step. Convoy attack, that we can do. Hopefully it can be a big... Stupid game this is. Six, 9, 10 medium. So 400 on the torpedo. Yes, please. The new fighter is operational. Of course. Of course. I don't care at all. Because this is just boring. This doesn't even look like a war. Oh, I don't know. I think we would be able to sail a force, say, from Alexandria to Tunisia. I think I have enough force for that. A bit silly, really. I don't get why we can't fight. Yes, one of the big battle cruisers. Why no carrier action? Why no fleet battles? Why no nothing at all? They even outnumber me, and they outnumbered me even more in the beginning. But yeah. Yes. Because reasons. I mean, yeah, whatever. Just a huge whatever. Not entirely sure what they are waiting for. Is it so that I can become even stronger? Possibly. Katayama. Well, it can have an electro-optical director, and it can have level 4. And it can be the Irado. Of course, 1942. And save and finish. All okay. Yes. Cruiser action. Cruiser action. Yeah, but decline. Oh, very good looking ship. But again, how are they dominating? They are basically sitting in port in France. Sorry for just clicking through it, but it's not cooperating at all. Oh no. Oh, we could have ASV mortars. Yay. Can we actually build them over 3,000 tons? Can now have advanced directors. Okay, let's think about it for 1 second. This frees up a lot of space, so that's good. Can we? So, no, 36 is completely unrealistic. So we have better radar, that is good. We have the ASV mortars. Don't really think that we need very many extra guns, so it is actually fine. This is a... Oh, we cannot build up that displacement, of course. We haven't unlocked those yet. No. Yeah. Maybe we should actually design a heavy cruiser. I don't know. I sorry, but I have lost all interest in this war. I don't mean the game as a whole, but the actual war, that is no longer of any interest. It's been 12 months and it started out really cool, but it doesn't look like it wants to trigger anything. This is gonna be declined, of course. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's just get through this. This is not gonna be a war. So I don't know how the rest of the game is gonna play out, but clearly 1 CV. What? Battleship? And this is probably just gonna run away, so that's really interesting. Can't really be bothered to be careful here. Okay, thank you. Battle of the Denmark Straits, and we crushed them completely. Yes, thank you. That was the most disappointing war I have ever had the misfortune of stumbling into. Wow, did it suck. So, I think Senegal and Antilles could be good for us. Senegal, because it at least gives us some basing in the west coast of Africa. Then we can send ships there and then on to the Caribbean. And then all those if we could also grab Corsica, which would greatly simplify our air operations in that part of the Med. It would give us ports to retreat to. So yeah, let's do that. Senegal, Samoa. The hell? Why not? I don't. Better cap, yes. Air to ground rockets, those are shit. The war is over and we still have 1 million in the budget. We didn't actually lose that much budget modifier. Oh my god. Japan and US, we are now at 64,000 total. The US is close to 71, so sure. But the rest of these guys, bye-bye. I know I could have gotten more war reparations, but we are approaching the end game here, so I think this is fine. Yeah, we could not even have invaded the Middle Congo. So base capacity 40 in Senegal. Now we can more freely operate in this area and this area. So that should make taking Tunis in any future war much, much easier. And we didn't actually get the Antilles, but yeah, I don't care. We can do more of that later. So to avoid any unpleasant surprises in terms of deployment in case of sudden war, not likely to happen very soon, but anyway, but also to suppress any potential rebellions, we will have sort of 2 hubs, one in the Med, that's 1 to 3 steps away, and one in the Caribbean, also 1 to 3 steps away through the Caribbean. Those are also watching Egypt and Panama, obviously. But we will also have a minor presence using light cruisers in North America, in Northern Europe, and I suppose in some other areas as well. Again, to sort of resist rebellion and stuff. Did I actually decide to increase Hawaii? No. Excellent. Base overviews. Are we actually building anything? Improving bases. Ireland, that's 1. Iceland is 13. And Panama is 4. So that would improve my stuff even more. Okay. Let's start by all reserve. Not the aircraft carriers, but they are not at home anyway. So where do we even start? So I was thinking we could use the 14 inchers as the active component because they are actually the cheapest. So let's, for instance, send these 2 to the Caribbean. These 2 will be in the Med. The Hi-Ho, we can set that to the Caribbean, I think. And the Akagi can stay in the Med. And then I can send the Shinanos. Why did I do it this way? Northern Europe, yeah. This way they can around and group together pretty quickly. So these other guys will start a long trek back to Northeast Asia. Well, not those 2 guys. Yeah. In terms of, excuse me, having these ships on station also helps with my considerable foreign station requirements. We don't often do this, but we can look at area overview, and this is the number of possession. Unfortunately, you can't actually sort like you would in Excel. That's a bit sad, but you can see I have quite a few possessions, and this is the total value. It's been a long time since I summed those up. I remember back in the 1890s and maybe early 1900s, I counted my colonies or possessions. This is the base capacity and the load. So yeah. Not sure why there are two numbers. Second. Oh, the second is with allies. Never thought about that. Total basing, star is on the tonnage, and then you have the foreign station requirement. I really wish they could sort of sum it here, but yeah. Sub-ops limit, that's not very, doesn't come into play very often. But ship ASV, air ASV can be relevant, mine sweeping and mine laying can be relevant, and of course enemy subs, but mostly we are running this on auto anyway, so it's not a sort of a big deal, but yeah. Sometimes it can matter, and the base overview is kind of another way to look at your bases. So we have fortifications, sortable list. Base overview gives you some of the same information, but also a little bit different. And finally, the area overview gives you some other info. So yeah, not sure this is ideal in terms of user interface, but I mean, it's also not horrible because each view sort of gives you a thematic, can I call it that? Thematic, yeah, maybe. Yeah, light cruiser divisions, these can stay in Northern Europe, but these can definitely go to the North American East Coast, Northern Europe, the MAD. Oh, are these getting obsolete? That's not very nice of you. You can go to West Africa, I think. That's a good place to hang out. No, I only need one for West Africa. The other can go to, guess, South Pacific? No. Go to West Africa, it's okay. We also have these four on foreign station. I could use the tonus for foreign station work as well. I think I'm running out of... yeah, I only have 4 left. I'm not building any more of those. If I'm building anything, I am building sort of... This was an ID. It was fun at the time, but if I were to build a colonial cruiser again, I would just build it to 6,000 tons and not have colonial fittings on it. Make it at least able to run away and have 6-inch guns. Still don't have 6-inch quality -1 guns. I find that offensive. Yeah. Did I not talk about actually bumping submarines and torpedoes? I definitely forgot about that. We could probably take this down quite a bit. Anyway, these are staying on active. That's what my point is. These are on foreign stations. These are already mothballed, but these are going back to Northeast Asia to be mothballed. Sorry, guys. Which leads me to these air groups, and these are just poor, so they get disbanded immediately. They never had time to actually prepare. So transfer to Taiho. Transfer to Unryu. There you go. So these can 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squadrons. That's just 100 planes. Yes, we need one more squadron, one more fighter squadron, actually. And this one needs one more fighter squadron. Actually. And then we can do this again. I have a tendency to always close that window. I don't know why I do it. So these will change number down to 12. That's fine. Could disband all of these squadrons, but let's change their number to 8 instead. That should take naval aircraft down to something less insane. Not that I don't want to keep them under experience, but now it's just 7,000, so suddenly we are in a much better place here. I don't think we can go even further. Dublin, I think we can scrap this. It's a night capable medium bomber. I don't think so. Reykjavik, it's fine. Tripoli. Here. No. These will have to be restored if I actually get into a fight there. Valletta is fine. No, let's keep that one. And let's keep. No, this is Valletta. Let's just stay with it. Alexandria, you can have some. Fine. Port Said. And Gibraltar. Fine. Olbia. No. And right. Fine. Nassau, yeah, and keep Nassau, Colon, Panama, that's fine. St. John, that's fine. Hong Kong, yeah, fine. In where the hell is this? Colombo. Djibouti. No, you don't get to. Rangoon, you can have one. Diego Suarez, no, good quality, yeah, but that's gonna fade pretty quickly. I have no idea where this is. Rin Umali. Area over. Help me look for it. Oh. Somewhere in the Pacific. It's on Ceylon. Okay, yeah. Air groups. Oh, why not? Okay, that is more reasonable. But we have 1 million billion destroyers as well. Need sorting. And these should definitely be refitted. So let's from division. So actually, let's just remove all of these from division. This in another way. You all go home, but I can take you directly into refit, I think. These are all... Oh, there we have a group that's managed to be just 34 knots. You naughty, naughty people. 11. Move to the Caribbean. Yeah, they can Europe. Move to the Med. Like that. So, what can we do with these issues? Look at that in more detail. Sure, because I think this episode is getting pretty long. No, but this is good. We have sort of things reorganized, and in a few turns, everything will have sorted itself out, and I will have battle cruisers here and here. I will have carriers here, Med, North Europe here, and I will have light cruisers scattered around here, and also some units in my home area, and I might also scatter some destroyers around my other possessions, and yeah, we need to start building again as well. So let's hit the turn button. Yes, I am aware. Punishment for loading up. Yeah, we will definitely do something about this. It's the first time we get the warning. You have to do something about it pretty quickly. So we need not quite 200,000, but we need improved medium bomber. That's a long time ago. Like I talked about, this is pretty good. The range is the same. The neutral. Ah, beautiful. So no fighter shootdowns. So heavy AA took care of most stuff. Medium AA, and you can see that light AA has become much less relevant now. That is interesting. The light AA is generally considered to be superior to all other forms because it somehow disrupts a lot of enemy attacks, but light AA fires after they bomb you or torpedo you, so yeah, yes and no, I would say. Sure, it keeps firing it, but yeah, not a solution to everything. So now I should have 2 light cruisers here. And I also need to build a 4-inch here. And we definitely need to build... oh, another advantage of Corsica is, of course, that it annoys the French that we have it. So that they are more likely to be upset with us in the future. And we would not be opposed to fighting them again. It's no secret that I would... oh, Italians! They did absolutely nothing, but they snagged Tunis. That is actually even better for us. You naughty, naughty people. Yes, I like my Italian alliance. We can be friends forever. Let's get Spain on the team as well. That would have been grand. So, yeah. Samoa. We took Samoa. I had almost forgotten. Why is there an airfield at Samoa? Why do we have an airfield at Fiji? We need to think about our options here. Okay. So Yeah, pretty great. We made it to January, so definitely having some options here, but that will all be for the next episode. And that war ended as quickly as it started, and it started very good with a little bit of cruiser action, and then we had some bigger cruiser actions where aircraft finally showed that they are a menace even to heavily armed and armored ships, and that was pretty cool. But then the game just decided to flat out not give us anything other than maybe my light cruisers against his heavy cruisers. A very unfair proposition to begin with. And then I completely lost patience with the game. It was just not fun to play at all. I didn't feel that I had any real impact. I could have started spreading out and trying to invade something here. So I did the complete opposite of what I was planning to do. I was gonna invade and take possessions and then take war reparations, not. But then I figured it would be better to actually have Corsica, and indeed a foothold here in Senegal is more valuable to me than this little guy. Maybe I'll regret that later, but at the time it seemed like the correct choice. So thanks for watching and see you again soon.